The updated National Voters Register shows that 21.6 million voters will be expected to turn out to cast their ballot for their president of choice come 15th January 2026. This number is a rise from the 18.1 million who were in the National Voters Register during the 2021 elections. Out of the declared 21.6 million voters, the National Resistance Movement has claimed more than half of the number.
I can speak without fear of contradiction that of the 21 million voters that are with the National Electoral Commission, more than 14 million are members of the NRM. We have cross-checked that, confirmed with the NIN numbers, voter location slips, and we know where the voters are.
The claim of over 14 million voters by the NRM leaves out 7 million registered voters who are either shared by the opposition or they do not belong to any political party.
We don't need to claim every voter. The DP has members who are voters, the UPC has members, so all these parties have members who are in the national register of the party of the country. Not all of them are supposed to be our members, but our members are the ones we can mobilize, and even those in other parties can vote for us. 8
months ago, Todwong had claimed that NRM nearly had a comparable size of registered members as those in the National Voters Register.
In total, we have 20,741,871 members. Of these members, the voters had 19,804,000.
Taking into account the 19.8 million voters who were declared to be in the updated NRM Yellow Book in April and subjecting it to the 21.6 million captured in the National Electoral Commission Voters Register, it means that there would have been a balance of 1.8 million voters who were left for grabs by all political parties. However, the declaration that there are 14 million registered voters in the National Election Book who are NRM means that 5.8 million who were registered in the Yellow Book aren't captured in the National Voters Register, given the earlier declared number of about 19.8 million.
And that is why we are concentrating on our party structure to make sure that they go and vote. We always have issues with the voter turnout. So we are confident that victory is at hand.
Todwong flashed out the numbers during the media briefing convened by the Interparty Organization for Dialogue, IPOD, alongside the Secretaries General from the Justice Forum, Uganda People's Congress, People's Progressive Party, and the Democratic Party. IPOD members condemned the violence experienced in the campaign period.
The candidate is a key pillar in promoting the question of peaceful engagement. We are condemning the security agencies, but we are also condemning we candidates and supporters. Sometimes we provoke. You know, the police is there and saying, you slept badly, you know, you sleep in a uniport. You know, sometimes we go beyond.
No matter the political impasses, we cannot afford to burn down our country. I think it is important that we fully embrace the question of dialogue. We must be in a position to talk to one another.
They also used the opportunity to rally the population to vote wisely in the coming elections.
We encourage you to support candidates who embodies these values. One who commits to the continued growth of our great nation. We urge Ugandans to choose wisely and to cast their votes in support of a leader who will ensure that Uganda remains a beacon of peace.
Out of the 5 Secretaries General representing the political parties who address the media, only NRM has a presidential candidate taking part in the race for the topmost office in the land. The Forum for Democratic Change, which is part of IPOD, was not represented at the briefing, although the party is a member of the organization. Jackson Onyango, NTV.